What up, peeps? Storms3777, and I don't know if some of you are aware, but I'm sure a lot of the other channels that make content for YouTube, have probably noticed if they are tracking, if you're tracking your ad revenue daily, on a daily basis. Obviously, most of you don't know what's going on, but I'm sure some of you do. But if you're wondering, especially the creators, other channels, scratch channels, and it's everyone. It's not just us. It's everyone. The YouTube is going through quite a storm of controversy right now, and I noticed in the last couple of days that there's been in the last few days, there's been a remarkable drop in what I normally would have in ad revenue. And I was wondering why. I was sitting there looking through my videos, and I said, well, nothing's been demonetized, and we don't make controversial content. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. YouTube is getting Google and YouTube is having quite a backlash right now because of companies and advertisers are pulling out, and they're boycotting YouTube and Google right now. And it's because of their ads being placed on sites that are hateful. Even terrorist YouTube channels are getting those ads, and it was an independent search, and then there's been advertisers been pulling out, and there's been some major advertisers that's pulled out and is in the boycott. I mean, we're talking like AT&T, Verizon, McDonald's, the British government, because some of their ads are showing up on sites that are promoting hate speech and hate and violence and stuff like that. So there's quite a controversy going on. So what does it mean for? What does it mean? It means that right now there's like over 250 different advertisers that buy spots that have pulled out, that they're boycotting. And so if you track your ad revenue daily, you can probably notice the big drop in the last few days. And until YouTube gets a resolve to this, to ensure that that's not going to happen, and they also need to ensure that they start pulling some of these controversial hate speech sites and also even fake news and stuff. It's a lot of that stuff. So I mean, they're trying to, and it's been going, this content thing has been going on. They've been cracking down and stuff, and trying to do a phase down of what can be monetized, what can't be monetized. It's been going on really since September of last year. I inadvertently stumbled upon it actually watching a video. It's a horror narration channel. Busta had a video this morning, and I was listening to that and kind of found out. So of course I looked it up, and it all comes down to this thing called programmable advertising. So it's basically computer driven. It's tracking and all that stuff to try to target what that particular user's ads would interest their target audience the most. But of course, there's always flaws. I mean, I saw an example of that with something while I was doing some research and looking this up, where there was a article about a phobia. I can't remember exactly because it was a very long name, but it was basically about the fear of being watched by ducks. Then you have your advertisement in the middle of the thing with, of course, a duck looking back at you from the screen, an Aflac advert. Oops. That's part of the problem. The system's not, the programmable system is not perfect. But okay, but anyways, this is getting about 5 minutes long, but that's if YouTube creators, video makers, especially the bigger ones that have quite a few subs. You know, you've got more than 1,000 subs, and you have and you are used to making a certain amount of ad revenue. You're making a certain amount of ad revenue per day, and then you notice that you got a big drop off. I mean, more than half. I mean, I'm used to having $3 to $5 a day, $3 to $5 a day in ad revenue. In the last 4 days, I've had less than $1, and that includes my biggest video, my bigger videos, the ones that get, you know, a lot of views a day. So if that was so if you're wondering about that, this, I hope this clears it up for you until the renegotiations and proof that YouTube can do. The advertisers don't have confidence in Google right now and YouTube right now, and until that gets resolved, we're going to take a hit. We're taking a hit with what we put out. Some of us, you know, I mean, most of us don't. We're not doing this for a living. But just think about the ones that are doing it for a living. You know, the bigger channels. They're going to take a huge hit. So basically, right now, the losers are the content creators. It's not really going to be Google or YouTube that loses out. In the long run, they won't lose out. I mean, yeah, short term, yes, but the content creators are the ones that are losing out right now, big time. The ones that are legitimate, you know, just putting out good content, not promoting any hateful artillery or anything like that. All right, this video is long enough. All right, y'all. Storm's Fury 777 saying peace out.